Hi, everyone. Welcome to Centered Healers. My name is Debbie Joe, and today we are just going to chat a minute about some things that I've been seeing and just would like to get feedback and understanding, um, and just give myself expression of what I'm hearing. So, frequency wars, what is that? And where do we even go with that? Um, so if you haven't liked and subscribed, hit like and subscribe. I greatly appreciate it. Frequency wars. Whew, this is a big subject, and I'm going to try to keep it on a minimal time frame. So I follow channelers, and because it's fascinating for me on how they receive um, understanding, help, support, and a wider sense of the things going on in this world. Frequency wars. Like at first, I'm like, frequency, okay. Waveform, okay. I get frequency, I get therapy, I get that type of ideal. I understand sound therapy. I have tuning forks I play with now. So, learning through those, how is frequency wars and this Palladian understanding of 2016 through 2026 that these are going on affect us as sovereign beings on the planet. And what I am understanding is that things work off of either low vibration, which is frustration, anger, envy, jealousy. The list could go on, or the other side, which is love, harmony, compassion, um, creativity, excitement, happiness, right? So there's the two sides of the scale, if you wish to picture it that way. And what the thing of it is that we're in what they call the new earth, great awakening. And what is happening is that we are, as a whole in society, rising frequency wise above a threshold that they do not want us to be above from what I'm gathering and understanding. So when I say, when I rise, you rise, we both rise, it's taking each thought captive and being a sovereign person is understanding that you can take each thought captive. Are those your thoughts? Do they align with who you are in the now moment? Am I operating from my sovereign self versus am I operating from my experience? Like, am I operating from the experiences coming in, or am I standing in my sovereignty and making choices, decisions, and understandings that align with my truth and honoring that? So just think about radio waves coming in through one side and going out through the other. So the frequency that's coming in, if you are hearing a lot of chatter that is very judgmental, very detrimental, those types of things, you have the sovereign self and understanding that you can change that. If especially if you're working through or just starting to understand, wanting to feel better, and how does that look and operate, as that you have the choice to reprogram those thoughts into saying no, because I stand in my sovereignty. Those don't align with me. They aren't who I am or who I am being in this present moment. And I'm not allowing that to sway me from my sovereign walk forward. And from what I understand, with the frequency wars, they're using different ways to keep our frequency lower for whatever purpose or meaning, for whatever reason and understanding, I'm not real clear on just yet, in what I'm hearing and seeing through other people as well as myself. And it's our walk and place for us to raise our own vibrational frequency, resonate in harmony, come from a place of compassion, non judgment, complete surrendering of our own selves and standing in our sovereign power of being able to choose how we are. We were conditioned that we were to grow up, work, be a part of the matrix, if people like to use that, right? Be plugged in, which we still use technology, but are we operating from our higher self? Like, are we finding ways to be good to others and not intentionally looking for opportunities, but being in our sovereign power enough to be the observer to see, well, that sweet lady, let's open the door. Let's start doing these small practices that allow us to stand in our sovereign power and be compassionate to humanity. Because this is, to me, it's almost like a compassion war, or if you want to say wars, in the biblical side of things, because I take everybody's understanding into perspective, it would be like spiritual warfare in a sense, right? So how do you override that? You become more compassionate in your day. If you can tell somebody's driving and they're needing space, give them space. It's just simple understandings, nothing that we have to go out there and do anything weird, except for just truly taking into consideration that instead of screaming at the person, you cut me off, you say, I truly hope they have a better day, and not letting that affect you as a person. That's your power. You can act in a compassionate, understanding, powerful place. Sovereignty is owning our own power, in the sense of we allow things that don't serve us to go on and look for opportunities that create a better outcome for humanity. So, in the short, just be in your compassionate observer role, sharing and looking or being aware of moments that you can be a service to someone else. And the more that we can spread that, I believe that the rest of the it'll sort itself out and just be just another moment in this great big revolution of turning around the earth. And when we share compassion with others, it vibrates out into the universe, and that's a beautiful thing. If you think of it that way, that your compassionate moment at any given time is reflected within the universe unlimited amounts of times. So that's how you would win what I would say the frequency wars. They say they're frequency wars, but it's really, to me, how can we be more compassionate for humanity as a whole? So much love and light. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think. If you haven't liked and subscribed, we greatly appreciate it. Until next time.